That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome.
Hey,
keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go.
Yeah, broadcasting live from the Emphasis from Fed I am Tommy C. This is Shop for the Point. I'm all alone. Well, trying to find his wallet somewhere in, I don't know, somewhere in the desert. Hey, what's happening, everybody? Listen, I saw it on my timeline. I saw a few in the chat right here about the Pokimane thing, like being done to death. I could promise you there's something different here. I think Nick went on Augie's show yesterday, and he I don't know how well he explained the situation, but I think I could do it a lot simpler because it wasn't my idea in the first place. And this is about what it breaks down to, kind of what we're all pushing over here. Look, I don't take myself terribly seriously. I know this is stupid stuff.
That's a lot
I
of
know
money,
it's meaningless stuff.
For a person of color.
Augie, oh, well, there you go. What happened there? What's happening? Augie, thank you so much. By the way, we got a new sound effect. If you donate via Streamlabs, I actually got around to changing it, and it's pretty funny. It actually leads into today's show. So it wasn't really my idea to begin with, but once it was shown to me, it really breaks down to honesty and commentary. That's something we're always kind of pushing for. We've called a lot of people out there for misinformation that damage people's reputations. That's kind of Nick's thing, and I think where this is a little more subliminal, that's not the right word. Some of us might be doing the same thing and not know it. And some people might be doing it that I consider the good guys. And that basically comes down to, misinformation with commentary. One of the things I've always really hated is I really hate when people get destroyed on false pretenses. I've had my own experience with that.
YouTubers won.
Shut the fuck up.
This is a test donation of 1 second. That's right. The YouTubers won, Destiny. The YouTubers won. So I think what this breaks down to is even us, or the good guy commentators, the guys that I promote, do have to keep in mind the damage of misinformation. Joking around, screwing around, it's all good.
The YouTubers won.
Shut the fuck up.
Steph, testing the new sound. Okay, thank you so much. The YouTubers won. Hear Destiny say the YouTubers won. Shut the fuck up. That's, by the way, it's Destiny. Shut the fuck up. Because we did win. Destiny's predictions got everything wrong. So, no, this is not like John Swan stealing jokes. This is about, I guess, the journalism side of it, for lack of a better word. Attacking sponsors.
The YouTubers won.
Shut the
not
fuck
being
up.
cancel culture-ish. Do you think it's lit? There you go. Thank you so much. I think it's maybe an internal criticism, a self-reflection. Nick made, in my opinion, one of his best videos. And the problem with this video is it's got a shelf life for this particular drama. I know a lot of you are sick of this drama. It's been played out. She apologized. Story's over. But this is not about Pokimane. This is about things like apologies and things of that nature. I think Nick gave his, when it comes to commentary, I don't care what you're putting on the screen. I saw Tom, Turkey Tom, on a Glink show. It was a good interview and everything, but they kind of really hit Leafy's sort of what I'd call a minimalist sort of shit posting style that he has. It's commentary. It's commentary is what counts. It's the audio, not the video. Now, to me, a good video is like sprinkles on top. But, at the end of the day, you look at guys like Budahar and Charlie, they don't need anything. They flip that camera on and go, and something I've always been the most impressed with. Now, it's nothing. I doesn't mean you can't be a good YouTuber or you're making up or for what you lack with video. I wouldn't go that far, but I'm definitely more impressed when guys do YouTube the very, very old-fashioned way and able to pull 1 million views. That to me,
that's a lot of money, I guess, for
which takes a long time, a lot of respect. $14.99. I'm giving Pokimane the benefit of the doubt until she doesn't hold up. That's not what this is about either. This is about the apology and what's done with that. This is about demanding something, getting it, and having it not be good enough. Because you want to keep the Pokimane train going because the revenue? Or you really didn't care if she apologized or not? You really don't care if you fix the situation or not? What's my goal with this? Oh, my goal is I'd kind of like her to understand fair use and stop striking down videos. When you address just about everything that at least my team demanded you address, and it's still not good enough, we're walking on dangerous territory. And look, I mentioned this yesterday, like, everybody's got a right to come to whatever conclusion, whether she's sincere or not. But the truth of the matter is, we can't tell if she is sincere or she's not sincere. We don't have that. It's one of the things I hate that lefties do. They can see into your heart. So you can really only take the word she has, how she's behaved in the past, and decide what you want to do with that. And I think you can make a strong argument on both sides to either accept it or say, I don't think she's sincere because A, B, and C. Yeah, I think Nick made his best video, and I'm going to watch it and eat. I don't know. Well, here we go. This is it. By the way, we have a member stream right after this, and it's in the community tab if you're a paid member right now. Become a community tab, and the show goes on after this one.
Wait, is this real? Wait, hold on. No. Oh, it's because she wants to be fucking.
He wanted to say she cucked.
Do you think this video will hurt Poki at all? Well, no, but now, if they haven't already been made, like, I can write you the titles now. Now it's gonna be like, YouTuber versus Twitch drama, settled, YouTubers won, blah, blah, blah. And now Leafy and It's a Gundam and Keemstar are gonna be like, yeah, we did it, like, Pokimane, she was wrong, we were totally right, blah, blah, blah. It's, like, so stupid.
Well, of course, none of that happened. Because Destiny's usually wrong about people. Actually, I think the victory was declared when I was still on vacation, because it was so clearly a one and done. They argued you're bullying. From what I could see, the YouTubers argued, this ain't fair use. And she's not above reproach. She's not above mockery. She's not above criticism, which she clearly stated, and which she clearly addressed. And whether she meant it or not, well, I don't know. I just decide for yourself. So thank you so much. See you later at the stream.
Oh, God.
So yeah, Pokimane apologized. I think that's something that not a lot of us would have expected straight out of the gate. We've seen this happen over and over with YouTubers who just decide to basically ghost their audience for about a month. You know, they take their break like Pokimane said she was going to. And by the time she comes back, most people won't remember. The videos will have stopped, and you pretty much can just move on from there. I feel like that's a lot of credit that I have to give her, because as much as I would say, like, she had to respond, she really didn't. If we step away from YouTube terminology and we just, like, have a normal conversation as people, she really didn't have to apologize in terms of, like, it wouldn't really have affected her. I know the conversation right now is...
No, it wouldn't have. In fact, she would have 200,000-300,000 right off the bat after being a month off.
That's
they
a
start
lot of
pumping
money,
it up.
I guess,
Pokey's
for
back,
a person of
and
color.
it's all forgotten. She's absolutely right. You could be the queen of friggin' England, and no one is above criticism. Absolutely. And they behaved as such, and that's one of the reasons they lost.
Should she have apologized in terms of ethics and morals? I would say yeah. I can't imagine being on the other side of that discussion if I see the stuff she's done. Like, there's a reason people don't like her. One of the biggest things that she did for me in this apology is discuss the sponsorship stuff and how she shouldn't target sponsors, and I think that's great. As Destiny's reaction showed, I don't think the people on Twitch are going to be very happy, because a lot of these guys were kind of like white knight. I don't want to use the word white knight because I'm not, like, picturing Destiny as a white knight, but a lot of them jumped in to immediately defend her, and in a weird turn of a...
And they jumped into her, and Destiny's going to say something that's really revealing at the end of this. They jumped in to defend her for the sake of defending her. Not that they had an argument. They jumped in to win. Keep that in mind as we go forward.
Events, she kind of fucked all of those guys over because she came out and said, yeah, no, what I did was wrong. And listen, I think there's something that you have to give her on that one. Imagine if every time...
She only fucked them over if she told them to defend her. Something tells me Pokey didn't get on the phone to Destiny and say, go out, defend me, XQC, go out, defend me. So if she did do that, it's probably in some ways rotten, but doesn't make her any less guilty of the crime she apologized for. And I mean crimes hyperbolically, by the way. She didn't commit a crime.
I'm a YouTuber got into drama with a Twitch streamer. The Twitch streamer just read a list of their sponsors. Like, they started from the top. Hi, this is Daniel.
Hang on a second. I want to see the chat while this is going, by the way. So, chat. Pop out chat. And we'll get right to it. I hope this is fair use, Nick. I want to see what you guys are saying. Here, I have the wrong thing. What's going on? Oh, there we go. Okay, back to Nick.
Keemstar, he works with G Fuel, he works with Fortnite, he works with Epic Games, which is also whatever. But like, could you imagine that's like how all these dramas started? None of these people like us, right? All these Twitch streamers, they heavily dislike the content we make, they heavily dislike what we do on this website because a lot of them just don't want to be caught. I know it's hard being a Twitch streamer with these constant clips and the fact that you could say anything in a given moment. Yeah, they don't like us, so they're looking for any excuse to fuck us over. So when you come out here and you say like, hey, listen, what I did was wrong in terms of the sponsor stuff, that does go a long way for me. It would be a really bad situation if that behavior was normalized. And if we compare Pokimane directly to Ethan Klein, I still don't think he's even taken responsibility for going after G Fuel. I know other YouTubers who I obviously can't name here who have told me they've lost sponsors, I think 2 specifically, since that situation transpired. And my nervousness is that maybe these sponsors one day are going to take this situation and go, well, we don't want to promote YouTubers anymore because we might be not dragged into the drama. We might be the whole drama. It could start with this guy saying something that another YouTuber doesn't like, and it just becomes a battle of sponsorships, and I don't think that's a smart thing to do.
I don't think that's like a ridiculous scenario. I think it's far off, in fairness. I don't think it's a ridiculous scenario. Like, if every time you get in a fight with some kind of, not even just YouTubers, just any kind of e-personality in general, and it becomes like cool to gun its sponsors and accept it or normalized, then they're going to pull out because they know, especially with the drama YouTuber that's going to have interactions with other YouTubers, with other personalities, it's a guarantee that their name's going to get dragged through the mud. So instead of getting canceled, you don't get started to begin with.
An ecosystem where we need that money to make this viable. I know a lot of people don't want to hear that. They don't want to hear the money aspect of YouTube, but like, it's there. Unfortunately, your favorite creators aren't going to be doing this if there's no ads on their videos, if there's no sponsorships, if there's no join buttons. In a time where you can get tossed off Patreon just for getting mass flags, it's pretty important to try to keep your revenue sources open. And if we start targeting advertisements, like these advertisements, I don't know if you guys understand what these things pay. On a channel my size, I'll get about $500 to $1,000 probably. I haven't done any yet, but this is just what I've been offered, and I've been offered by a few niche sites, so I haven't taken them. The one I was going to take kind of fell through, which kind of sucks. But these advertisements, they pay like somewhere...
Hey, Willie Mac's next show is on a YouTuber who's believed to have kidnapped and forced to make videos. She's known as Marina Joyce. Is she really making a Marina Joyce video?
From like 3 to 10 grand, depending on how big these fucking things are, depending on how many they sign in a row. Like, there's a lot of money to be had in these, and I think they're pretty important. I think defending them is important. But back to Pokimane's apology, I'm looking at it. Here's the deal. The issue I'm seeing across social media, especially on my Twitter timeline, is people saying, well, she's insincere. I would say this apology is probably a 9 out of 10 apology, if we're going to use the meme terminology. I think she addressed everything. I think she said it and articulated it well. I didn't get the sense to, oh God, feel bad for me. I think the apology sounded sincere. Now, Boblax put out a video recently where he discusses...
By the way, oh, fuck off with your commercials, Nick. By the way, I'm glad it paused. The sincerity isn't important. Because there's no fucking... You can only judge that subjectively. You can only take her words. And I actually use... I'm surprised because Nick said he didn't watch my news video. I said 9 out of 10, too. The only thing I was mildly, it's nitpicky too, that she didn't come back to when she got rid of that guy for cannibalizing her views. I wish she'd addressed her role in cannibalizing other people's views. That's probably the only thing close, and that's really nitpicky of me. She covered everything. I've only heard the apologies insincere. I have not heard anything that well, she missed this, she missed that, she omitted that, she avoided that. No, it all got covered, including like some N-word BS that I didn't care about. So, fuck. Sorry, Nicholas.
Recently, where he discusses reasons why it might not be sincere, and I think he has a lot of room to talk on that one because he knows.
Oh, he's talking about Bobax. Absolutely.
Here. Now, Bobax put out a video recently where he discusses reasons why it might not be sincere, and I think he has a lot of room to talk on that one because he knows her much better than any of us do. But in terms of like looking at the apology,
I wouldn't even say he knows her better than anybody else. I would just say that Bobax clearly had been treated like trash by this girl. Yeah, you know, Bobax is a big fucking dickhead that's done a lot of things that are downright fucking awful. But certainly not, I wouldn't say not recently, but some of the stuff they're going at, because of the popularity of Twitter Versus, he is getting accused of stuff that simply isn't true. That it's not transformational, that he's breaking some kind of copyright. That's all he is. He does do commentary in there. And accused of, I mean, what was the whole thing? Like when he makes a comment about this is comparable to Jinx, meaning if Jinx is going to get in trouble, if Susie Lou's going to get in trouble, why isn't Pokimane get in trouble? And that gets twisted and turned as you're telling me to react harder. You're another one guy in my chat saying react harder, when clearly he's not saying that. Bobax, because his popularity is so fucking irritating to people, they're pretty much lying about him at this stage. And I have to admit, if Bobax says to me, and he accepted an apology, I don't believe a word. I've been jerked around. I've been apologized to before, and yeah, but I really don't think you can, and I'll probably take calls about this. I don't think if she was sincere, you would say exactly what she said in the video.
I think even Bobax has said this, but you have to give these people an opportunity to change. The whole point of criticism is to levy it towards somebody, and then they get to take that criticism and do what they want with it. They can reply to it, they can deflect it, or they can just apologize. They can admit the things that you say are wrong and say they're going to attempt to change. Now, if you sit there and go, oh, well, this specific apology was really good. It really covered everything. So if I were to take this apology and go, you know what, I think this is good, but she's not sincere, what does that say about me? What does that say about the drama channels that are covering it? Well, they're gonna look at that and they're gonna go, this person literally is trying to make up for what they said, and the drama's continuing. That's when you call people a clout chaser. That's when the arguments of harassment come up. And if somebody apologizes sincerely and you keep thrashing them and grinding them into fucking dust, I would have a hard time defending myself from that harassment.
Now, this is the most important in the heart of Nick's video. If you're, like, we hear this, that, you know, you've heard of Destiny. First Leafy video. This is harassment. One video's harassment. Jesus Christ. God, even the multiple videos he made had nothing to do with Pokimane. Like, Jesus, at least Charlie actually watched the videos. If you are criticizing because you want something done right in the community, you want things done by fair use, you want Twitch streamers treated the same as YouTubers, you don't want certain people like Pokimane to be able to swing their audience at people to either silence them or intimidate them, all right? If you criticize somebody and they come and say, yes, you're correct and I am incorrect, and you continue to smack them, your criticism of them is null and void. It means nothing. It doesn't come from a place of trying to improve the community. It doesn't even come from a place where you actually believe what you're saying. You actually are just making Destiny right. It's criticism for the sake of criticism. And I think this is why I think this is Nick's best video. So, yeah. So what? Like, you could start. Like, Nick showed me a video. And I'm not gonna say who this is or anything. But I watched a video that was based on, and it was just so clearly done, just to keep the drama rolling. And you probably thought that when you saw the title to this, because it was all based on feels. I don't feel she's telling the truth. I don't feel this. I don't feel that. When you have less than no contact to her. And I think Nick's right. If Bobak says, I have to respect his opinion. Now, that doesn't mean I don't respect it. Like, you could sit there and say, look, she's got a history of this. She's backpedaling. Why should I believe her now? Completely fair. But if you're going to just say it's not sincere because the tone of her voice, because she didn't do it the right way, because she didn't cry, because she did cry, now it's bullshit. Now it's bullshit. You have nothing. I mean, even a historical argument.
The YouTubers won.
Shut the fuck up.
That's right, Banana Grandma. We can poke. We can read Poke's mind, but we can't read the actions over time and make a fair judgment. Well, yeah, we got to see. And I would be not shocked if she did something stupid next week. I don't know if it's gotten through her skull either. I'll be perfectly honest with you. But that's not what Nick's saying. If you're going to sit there and hide behind, this is just harsh criticism. This is, this is my right. This is my free speech. And just when you get what you want, say, it's bullshit. I think your criticism should be on the microphone for sincerity. It could be for two reasons. It could be, I want to drag this out because I'm a YouTuber and I want the money. Or it could be, just the typical hate bait. Hate clickbait. I just hate her. I hate her. I hate these streamers, which makes Destiny right. Clout chaser, money chaser. So you can have a string of videos come out. Pokey's lying. Pokey's not sincere. Pokey's not this. And absolutely nothing to back that up besides feels. Now, I'm talking to YouTubers. I'm not talking to fans. I'm not talking to you guys in the chat. Then you're criticizing for the sake of it, and your criticism means zero. It's just designed. There's another quote. What did Nerd City accuse me of? Trying to ruin people. The idea that it's not it's not successful unless I do ruin somebody. Actually, the only time criticism or hard video or good video or a content cop ruins somebody is when they double down. That's the only time it ever really ruins anybody. And even Rice Gum didn't double down. He just said, I'll make a better video and I'll get you back. Of course he didn't, but yeah. So it's just like, yeah, I could see. Now, some guys out there, I guess at Pegasus, at James Marriott, they're not to be, they're commentators, but they're comedic commentators. So you got to take them with a grain of salt. It might be all satirical at the end of the way. The criticism itself could be satirical, but if you're gonna be guys like me and Bobax and Nick, forget her sincerity. What about our sincerity?
Allegation. If these people are still aggressive, fucking respond to them. I'm totally cool with that. But this girl literally came out and admitted fault to everything she did wrong. One of the comments that I've seen is, well, if she does this again in a few months, I don't want to see a video from you crying about it. But that's exactly what YouTube drama is. If she does something, I'll make a video on it. I'm not gonna make a preemptive video about someone who just said everything she was doing is wrong, that she's still gonna keep doing it. I'm gonna wait and see what the fuck happens. You have to give these people an opportunity. You have to accept apologies. The whole Slazo situation was,
there has to be a road to redemption. What do you want to be like these jackasses on Twitter? You get your account banned for life. There has to be a road to redemption. She waved the white flag. Now you have to let her go. You got to see if she fucks it up. There's always time for more videos.
apologize to Slazo. And what we were saying there is you should apologize because all of us, including Slazo, were willing.
Sincerity is not as entertaining. Welcome, welcome. We got a stream right after this. Remember, stream right after this. No, Sincerity is not entertaining. I get that. So, but, you know, One Happy Crusade, all right, then you're just doing it for the money. Then you're doing it just because you hate fucking female streamers or you hate that type of content or whatever you hate. That means your criticism doesn't mean shit. It's just bias. Yeah, Sincerity's not entertaining. Oh, shit, man, she made a pretty good apology. What am I going to do? I need to, you know, I want to buy, you know, another Switch. Sorry. You're not much of a commentator. You just, you know, God, I mean, you're just
that's a lot of money,
basically doing what Leafy does. But Leafy's out front about it. I'm milking the shit. Then you're just milking it. But you can't go into the arena. Thank you so much, the 10. You can't go into the to the arena. I don't want to go to the topic, but you need to watch Leafy's video. The ending may get him banned. I'll check it out. No,
willing to accept them, and it really shows.
I almost think he's trying to get banned, to be honest with you.
That you're admitting fault and all this stuff, and it looks good in front of your audience. It looks good in terms of people who can and can't take
When you're that rich, you don't give a fuck.
criticism, and the people who didn't looks really bad. If we just stop accepting apologies, then there's no road to redemption, and people go, well, I don't want Pokimane to have a road to redemption. But, like, unfortunately, that's not how the internet works. Like, the point of criticizing a YouTuber isn't supposed to end their career every single time you make a video on them, because at that point, you're not pro, like, criticism, you're not pro having a discussion, you're just trying to fucking deplatform these people.
Bingo! That's it! You're either just doing it for the cash, feeding the algorithm, which means you're not intellectually honest, or you're trying to deplatform them. That's it! Nick hit it straight on the head. You have to give people a chance. So I want you to keep that in mind when you listen to other commentators. Somebody comes clean, knowing you can't see what's in their brain or read their minds or see what's in their heart, you have to give them benefit of the doubt. Unless there's mitigating circumstances where they've done this 30 times in a row. And yes, Pokimane does fit that. She has apologized for the Bobax more than once. I didn't think it was sincere then. But the difference between this one is she addressed fucking everything.
Again, like, I used the word harassment before. If you keep making video after video after video after video about somebody, and you're, like, deadly serious, this isn't what Leafy's doing, where he's, like, diverting the subject, and the big joke is Pokimane in the title. If you just start making a video after a comment, after a Reddit post, after a forum post, then you turn into the anti-Onision community. And those people aren't taken seriously at all. Dude, that guy sneezes. There's a whole Reddit post with a wall of text, and you just go fucking crazy. Like, stop being so invested in YouTube drama. We can't do that. We have to traverse to different subjects. Otherwise, we look like assholes. We look obsessed with the situation, and we look like cloud chasers. You can't just sit here and go on and on and on about what this YouTuber's already apologized for, especially the day after, especially when it's sincere. Anyways, Pokimane is a controversial figure, and there's a reason for that. A lot of people don't like her, and there's a reason for that. And a lot of people aren't going to like her for a very long time. And I think those people are completely justified. But I'm gonna spend my time waiting to see what she does wrong before I chastise her and just make an accusation that I couldn't possibly know the answer to. If you want to see what we're all talking about, I uploaded a video onto my channel just 2 days ago that talked about this subject in great detail, and I welcome you to watch it. Boblax and Mudahar are in it too, so it would be really cool if you checked it out.
New rule for Destiny stream. I am no longer simping for female content creators that come out with hot, controversial, nuclear level takes, okay?
Because they're going to walk them back?
Yep. V did this, and fucking... I can understand V, I guess, because she's new to the internet stuff, and it's kind of smaller, but fuck me. Holy shit.
Did Destiny just admit that he'll stick up for somebody even though they're wrong? Is this just a go team to him? Did you hear that donation sound effect? Guess the YouTuber was one. Shut the fuck up. So, when he defended V and he defended Pokimane, he even called them hot and nuclear takes. So you just you stick up for him because it's on the same team? How seriously can we take you, Destiny? You know, You're gonna argue over will you actually go as low to argue or try to change the definition of freeloader just to win? What an intellect. So you stuck up for her because she was right, or you stuck up for her because you wanted her to win. That's a different story altogether. Why does Nick try to apply logic? And that's really all this comes down to. If you want to be taken seriously as a fucking commentator, if your criticism, if you want to go and have those fucking debates on OHI RFC, it can't be just because look, I've stuck up for plenty of people that I find distasteful, or in some cases have done horrible fucking things to me, on the principle of what I believe when it comes to free speech, fair use, and if they're trying or they're being canceled illegitimately. I think I've more than proven that because I'm principled. And as soon as the audience, and talking to YouTubers here, not you, knows you're not principled, when somebody apologizes outright, addresses everything you want, does not take some sneaky way out, not try to blame somebody else or pull the bully card, which is what XQC and Bionic Pig Hassan Piker did. You're bullies. He did everything but address the criticism. You're no better than them. She kind of has a chance. Now, if you personally believe, now I am talking to chat. I'm sorry, Tommy. She's apologized before. It seemed insincere then. All right, this one seems more sincere, but it was, maybe somebody wrote that for her. I don't trust her. I don't believe her. I think she'll do it again. Fair enough. Can't argue with you. Only time will tell. So I want you to look at the YouTubers that, just say, and Pokimane said yes, but I don't believe her. And Pokimane said that, but it sounds like bullshit. Why does it sound like bullshit? Let's see what fucking what's his name did to get himself banned. I haven't talked to Leafy in a minute. I almost think he's trying to get banned. He doesn't need this. Stone Age. Can somebody give me 20-minute video? Well, I have to go right to the end. Timestamp, anybody? I don't have anybody in here. I got nobody's behind the glass, nothing. It's just me. It matters how you win. Yeah, that is an outstanding video. And it's not a popular stance to take. It's much easier to go along with the crowd, call everybody a simp, and say she's lying. It is much easier. Salamilla Fitzgerald, anytime Pig argues, I immediately take it with 2 grains of salt. No, that's true. He doesn't, another guy that argues just to win. Pig's not that bright. He regurgitates what he hears. He doesn't even understand what he's saying. That's why he has some fucking racist tweets, because he doesn't understand. The shit I regurgitated didn't work. I don't think not either of those two guys are particularly bright. I think they're the kind of guys that were told, mommy told them they're real smart. Yeah. Now, maybe they are smart, and they have no ability to critically think, because they don't teach that too often. They're critics that can't critically think. The only difference between those jackasses and some of the other jackasses we've covered over here is Pig and Elvis don't double and triple, quadruple down. They delete tweets and say they're sorry. We got a 1369, 1346. All right, we'll go 1346. Oh, boy. What did you do, Leafy boy? I don't want him to get kicked off, but this is too good to be true. He's going to be gone.
People saying, oh, Leafy, come back. I would love to see Leafy come back and try to exist in the landscape today. Like the content that he was making would never fly on YouTube today, yes, and you have to adapt and overcome the fact that, like...
Uh-huh.
That's awful.
You can't even curse bro like I do. I'd love to see him succeed in today's climate. Alright guys, have a great weekend, we love you. See you next week on the H3H3 podcast.
That was a good show.
Thanks, babe. You go on ahead. I have to do some stuff here in the studio.
Okay, don't work too hard.
Feel the urge to eat. He's got the eyebrows.
Oh, Leafy. Come back. Please come back. I need you. You've come back.
Yes, I have returned.
I've been waiting for you so very long.
I know, but I'm very disappointed in you, Ethan.
No, Leafy, how can I make it up to you?
You have to make a sacrifice.
A sacrifice?
Yeah, or else I'm gonna leave this place forever and you're never gonna see me again.
Oh,
I'll do it.
I'm constantly getting these fucking commercials. I really... Stop yelling at me when I turn the ad block thing off, please. God. Hold on. Second.
Yeah, or else I'm gonna leave this place forever and you're never gonna see me again.
I'll do it. Leafy, did I do good?
Here, Ethan. I want you to read this.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
He's trying, yeah. Abyss Walker Rat, best Leafy video.
Goodbye, Ethan. So long, you disgusting fucking planet! You guys were all just a bunch of fucking apes anyway.
I do not think he'll get banned, but he may get striked. It's not as bad as I thought. You didn't see the violence, but the violence is implied. It is... I don't think there's anything personally wrong with it. It's tasteless at worst. But it's really going to see... But if Ethan has something to do about it, and at this point, Ethan might just like, please don't take it down, or he's going to blame me for it anyway. You know. Leafy already got my Oscar. But yeah, it's like 2016-15. There's probably no issue there. It's about you really can't do the violent stuff. And I'm not speaking like I want to take it down or he broke the rules. I hate the rules. I think the rules all should be changed. Well, you don't see. He tells him to kill his own wife and then kill himself. And you don't see the violence. You know, they got rid of the toilet plunger change wasn't enough for YouTube, so god damn. Ish have a kind of honor. All right. I want to switch back to the subject we were talking before, and I'm going to play about 5 minutes of video. One of the things that I found interesting that might add to Pokimane's sincerity thing is she did not carte blanche apologize to It's a Condom, which I found a little strange at the time, but it was because I was misinformed. I was under the impression that It's a Gundam was taking some of those tweets, knowing they were goofs, about Pokemon. I'm going to drop like $500 and goofing on that, goofing on the goof, so to speak. Nick played me the video yesterday, and that clearly isn't the case. And if she was insincere, she would just apologize for everything across the board. She did not apologize for this. In fact, she explained. She said the reason, and you can't defend her actions going after her sponsors. Nobody's trying to, right? But you can defend. Like, look, I can't let you guys get shit on by other content creators that you guys donate so much and give me so much of your time. I can't let it happen. I can't let the image of the fuckhead be a loser. So I do get that part of it. That doesn't mean the fuckhead is not above criticism, and that does not mean you can't goof on the stereotypical generalization of its tier 3 Sid. But if you're putting out misinformation, if what do I understand, Gundam has already apologized for this. I like this guy. I've been listening to him for a couple years now. It's a Gundam is great. I should have 1 million. I have no idea why he doesn't have 1 million. It's such a joke. But this is, I don't know if it's still, he has apologized for it. If this was done deliberately, it's really dishonest. If he got fooled and thought these tweets were real, oh boy. So it's occasionally evil or stupidity. It might be stupidity. I have never seen Gundam do anything just like carte blanche fucking dishonest. Have not come across it. So, but I want you to see what he does here. And I think this is definitely a good criticism that Nick pointed out to me.
Stu, where are you? This isn't funny, Stu. Stu, I'm not amused.
He's like the best voice for you, too.
Stu, get your ass back here.
He sounds nerdy, and I don't mean that as an insult. I mean that
Stu,
is perfect for this
you
fucking
promised
platform.
me that this would be fixed. Does this look fixed to you, Stu? Look at me.
Although I do think the content has changed since the virtual reality machine.
Hello and welcome to the new version of It's a Gundam. It's still under some construction, but we get better with each iteration. This is version 1. No, this is actually version 4.0. And the problem with version 4.0 is it breaks a lot.
All of this just works.
You see, if I put myself in motion capture mode, then my whole body snaps in two. It's not a good look for me.
It's going to come in.
Oh, God, cat shit. Anyway, on the 17th, I posted up some stuff here. As you can see, it's about simps. Simps basically enable thoughts. It's I don't even know what to call it, really. It's a weird economy, if you will, of
Gamers League, no one's above criticism. Not even me, and all I do is bitch about Halo. No,
Predator and Prey, maybe? I don't know. It's almost like drug dealing, kind of, except you get a whole lot less out of it.
There's nothing
really,
wrong here.
If you did some drugs, at least you got a high. But when you give a thought money, where's the high, man? I don't know. Maybe I'm just missing it. I saw your 1K donations to our last stream. That's crazy, bro. I'm still below the top 10 donations.
Okay, I'm going to read that. I saw your 1K donation on our last stream. That's crazy, bro. I'm still below our top 10. Haha, Poke Squad, bro. All right. It's from 2018. It's a goof. It's a fucking goof. It's not to be taken literally. It would be the equivalent of me saying, "Yeah, when the new arcade ones come out, I'm gonna buy every single one of them until my wife throws me out of the house."
A person of color.
It's like that kind of goofing. She said he called her a thought fan. She said he called her a thought fan wasn't mentioned. I'm not sure what you're talking about. She said he called her a thought fan wasn't. I'm not sure what that means.
Pokey Squad. Donate a little less this month because 4 months of rent were overdue, but still gotta do it.
That's a joke.
Pokey Squad. Oh yeah, Pokey. Oh, I love Pokey. She's amazing. What does this one do? Pokey is kawaii. Then the next guy goes, yeah, man, I get it. My wife's been bugging me about this holiday I promised her like 8 months ago. But the squad comes first. Devoted hashtag Pokey Squad. Think about the state of mind you have to be in, where basically you're married, and instead of paying for a vacation that would probably get your wife off your ass, you gave it to Pokimane.
That's dishonest. That's like taking my headline where all women should have the right to vote repealed and saying that I really believe that. These are jokes. And to present fucking satirical content as an example is misinformation.
That's a lot of money, I guess, for a person of color.
No wonder she got pissed off. Charlie mentioned this last night. You know how all the tier 3 subs are like freaking out. They're going crazy. They're going nuts on Reddit. They're going nuts. He couldn't find any evidence of it. He just found evidence of people like me laughing at this whole situation, saying it's happening. So I don't think the tier 3 subs are freaking out like we all think they are. This is no good. Now, from what I understand, from what I'm told, he's apologized for it. And I'm definitely going to take It's a Gunham's, apology sincerely, because he's given me absolutely a lot, I could trust his word a lot more than I could trust Pokimane's word. But that's garbage. That's not right. Maybe he was also joking. I don't know. I don't get that feeling.
I really don't know the thought process here, but whatever, dude. Whatever works for you.
And from what I see, he's apologized for this shit. So
I guess whatever gets your nuts up, as they say. Big smiles here. Good work, guy. So when your wife leaves you, she'll probably take all your money, and then you won't be able to give Pokey anything because your wife will get it. And then imagine if you went to court and they were like, sir.
He's making fun of how stupid somebody that would actually give Pokey money over their wife on a vacation. That part is to be taken literally. And then he goes and does, a bunch of jokes with it, which are fine. But he's presenting this as reality.
Why haven't you paid for your wife's alimony payments, you fucking idiot? And then you're like,
how can you make fun of somebody that's already making a joke? Like if I sat there and fucking said, yeah, I spent all my money on arcades and I can't pay my rent this much. And then somebody makes a video on me and says, boy.
YouTubers won.
Shut the fuck up.
That's right, Destiny. Dishonest implies you knowingly presented them as fact. Yes. I don't know. I don't know, Verst. Because it's he either knowingly presented as fact or whoa. So I don't know. If he knew these were jokes, yeah, it's pretty dishonest.
Herder Pokey Squad. Oh, man. God, and I thought I sucked.
I like that 4-dimensional sarcasm.
Is a human. Now, here's the funny thing. These correlate. That's what all the other YouTubers who picked up on this stuff that I posted on Twitter didn't piece together, which is kind of sad because it's right there in your face. It's like breadcrumbs, my dude. Here we have this gentleman right here.
Now, everything he's about to do this guy, I know that she got mad because he picked one of her fans out, and yeah, I get that. But, I mean, he made a tweet out. He put a tweet out there, and I think he's kind of game too. Generalizing Pokimane's fan and making fun of them for giving up all their money, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. If there's anything wrong, it's attacking the individual. I don't know. The individual is a little different than the group. Yeah, I think you're nuts if you're a T3 sub, personally. But if I'm going to start attacking individual tier 3 subs, I'm assuming he's it. You're kind of getting to the area of going after sponsors. Yeah. You know, if I was like, I don't think Leafy ever literally, that's funny, meant, I think the whole thing was satire. You know, cancel yourself. I don't think he cares one way or another. I know him. I know he doesn't care about this shit. I've spoken to him about this kind of stuff before. I don't think he literally meant that. But if you literally, you know, go after the individual, not the generalization, it's really not different than going after sponsors. What if you're a Patreon of me and then, you know, get some of my haters going after you for whatever thing I said? You're going after my sponsors because Twitch subs are literally sponsors. You are literally my sponsors. And that's what we're all trying. This is about, the whole thing is about self-reflection. I'm on team commentary, YouTuber. Totally am. I'm against going after sponsors over petty arguments and petty disagreements. How's that different? And I'm not shitting on Gundam. I think he's got a rep. I hold him in high regard. Like Mudahar.
This guy is totally alpha. He is hot to trot. I think he's buff. He's buff.
I think goofing on him is fine.
And he knows he's got the stuff. Anyway, now, pay attention to this tweet because it all comes full circle. I'm kind of short on savings. Oh, let me get the right face on. I need to smile for this. Here we go. There we go. That's the face you need to have. Oh, yeah. I'm kind of short on savings, but I'll definitely get 500 to drop this week, laughing my ass off. Hope she sees this and knows I love and miss her. XD. Ah, feels good, man. Feels good. Wow, man. Like, really, dude. Like, whoa. Give me the look of dread. You met her at a convention. Love and miss her. I can understand if she was like your girl.
It's so fucking. That was so obviously a joke. Right below it, only 500. Pathetic. Get your bread up. Come on, dude. Come on. Now, from what I've been told, I haven't seen, I'm just taking Nick's word for it, I think. He's kind of apologized for this aspect. And this is why I kind of respect Pokimane. Because she said, while me going after sponsors was completely crossing the line, my anger towards him doing this was completely legitimate. It was. She's right. Her anger after going after a guy, downloading her streams and saying that she's pregnant and it's just her content and her striking that stuff down is totally legitimate. And it kind of actually makes me think it might be sincere when I see that. Because if she was insincere, she would apologize across the board. Then I think of the way she treated Bobax and her history of apologizing, and then it's like a battle. Then I don't think she's sincere. But it's really irrelevant because the commentary got what they wanted. They got the apology, and they got a detailed one. And that's it. Nick was right. 100%. 150%. And I think it was very daring to go against the grain and point this out. Nick is not here, and that's why I got so mad at Nerd City when he said this, like, what I do is about, like, taking people out. Really pissed me off. If you watch that interview with me and him, I separated the clip, and I think it's on T-Clips as well. That really pissed me off, because if I'm just out here fucking ruining people for the sake of doing it, that means my words mean nothing, and that's important to me. That's my relationship with you. That's why you pay me. Because if I'm just going out there to fuck with people for the sake of fucking with people, I'm no better than anybody else. I'm no different than anybody else. And my words mean nothing. And one of the things that I have been able to maintain and do on this channel with being stuck 30K, 40K for life, I still have an impact. And I've brought in people in the game and highlighted people that have grown well beyond me that have an impact. The reason I promoted them is because they're intellectually honest and their principle. And Nick was showing just that. Yes, you probably could say I'm giving him a deep-throat blowjob. And you might be right. But I believe what I'm saying, and I think this is right. This is why we were able to stand up to Keemstar cancellation after cancellation on Shot from the Point. Because we were always principled. That's why we could handle FaZe Banks. We were always principled. The people we go after are not. God, Mudahar is probably the only example where we that he said, yeah, you know what? Yeah, he got me. I'm going to fix it. The difference is Pokimane spent a lot more cloud capital. But she actually made a lot of money back by actually putting that apologies out. I think it's actually pretty decent. Mudahar had tons of cloud capital to spend, and he only spent a little bit and plugged the hole. How many times have we seen people not be able to take criticism double, triple, quadruple down? John Swan, plug the hole. What a shit bag I would have been after I goofed on John Swan and he apologized to me. And I would have said, you know what, fuck you, John. I don't believe you, and I'm going to fucking call you a plagiarist and no good and a piece of shit and blah, blah, blah. After he says, we have to agree to disagree. I'm sorry that this became like a Twitter row and all my fans came after you. What a dirtbag. What a dishonest person. What a lousy commentator. That's it. So this is not a defense of Pokimane or even really a deep throat of Nick. This is reminding ourselves why we do what we do and not to get caught up. And everybody can do it. I have before too. When I'm really angry at one of my opponents or somebody I'm criticizing, when it becomes beyond, and sometimes it does get personal, you start to get tunnel vision. But Nick didn't do that. And actually, he actually widened my vision of the whole situation. She has to get a chance. It's a gun who's not 100% innocent here. Certainly he's not, right? But he also deserves one because of his record. You know, being a really great commentator, tremendous commentator, if you ask me. And you have to keep in mind, if she was insincere, she would apologize across the board. She didn't apologize to the guy that's re-uploading her content and changing the thumbnail and telling you something wasn't. And she didn't apologize 100% to this guy because he wasn't being totally honest. Now it's a little understandable. I bet you want to put my logo on that one. She was pissed, and she had every right to be pissed. Somebody misrepresented her. So she got mad, but she got tunnel vision and went the next mile and pulled out a weapon that was completely unnecessary. It wasn't equal force. It would have been a lot smarter to say, I don't know why YouTubers don't contact commentators. This guy lied about me. Here's the evidence. I would have loved to take that challenge. I like going against the grain. So does Nick. And you can go the easy way. You can do what all these other fucking, the douchebag English commentators we always bitch about. You can go with the grain and have no principles, or you can go with the grain and sometimes go against it if you think it's going the wrong way. That's the difference. And I think that's what's different about SFTP and a lot of other commentators and people that have come out of this circle. Like Nick and Willie Mack. You guys want me to take calls or just go right to the members stream? Well, I'll take these right here. Vault could have came right in, dipshit. Let's go. Bambies, on the air.
Tommy,
go ahead.
So personally, as I'm talking about like Pokimane, as an apology video,
yeah,
it was definitely a lot better than a lot of YouTubers I've seen.
Oh yeah,
Jeffree Star.
Did you buy it? Did you buy? Oh, that was all.
Well, okay. So, as an apology video, it's good, yeah. But as an apology, it's sus. I'm not gonna say it's
what's sus about
insincere because
what's sus about it.
Mainly the fact that she, apologized to Bull Blacks in the video and not in the DMs. I thought that was a little strange, at least to me.
All right. So it's feels.
Yeah.
That's kind of my whole point. And you're entitled to that. But that's all you got. That's all any of us got. But it's like you said, I think the apology is all that's important, and she has to be given a chance based on the fact that it's damn near perfect and sincere and doesn't omit anything and doesn't blame anybody else. So she definitely deserves a chance. Fine. I guess that, but it's also, that's kind of circumstantial at most. But at worst, it's just, you got a bad vibe. All right, I'm gonna go through these because I remember I got to talk about Pescador and all that other shit too.
All right, that's all I wanted to say.
And
Thanks for
also,
bringing me on.
Nick, if you're out there, I want to know about this veto drama. Okay, thanks, man. Mormon guy,
Hey,
what's up? What do you got?
one of the things I think too with her apology that works is that she's apologizing for something that's not in the grand scheme of things super important compared to some other apologies we've gone through. The Jeffree Star stuff's worse. What he did, the what's their faces, Pro Syndicate and those T Martin douchebags with the gambling crap was way worse. I mean, if Lionmaker apologized, I probably wouldn't take it seriously because of what he did.
Very different. That's opposite in origins, though. I mean, she doesn't have a reputation as Lionmaker. Flat out lying. You go to fucking Colossus video and find out he's flat out balls out lying. There's no nuance to it. He's lying. So I think it's a little different with Pokimane. I don't think she ever committed crimes on that level, or even on I'll name somebody else, or even Jeffree Star for that matter, where we show a pattern of provable lies. What we can show a pattern here is a pattern of overreaction. We don't have a pattern of lies.
Right, and that's why I think it's important to remember with this too, is that this is not even grand scheme of things in terms of an apology and having to apologize. Like, this wasn't even that super big of a, in the scheme of things. In
the scheme of the world, no, but the scheme of YouTube, this is the biggest fucking thing going.
For the last month, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I mean, to her, it's her world. So I disagree with you. And one of the things she said before I went on vacation, I should have addressed this. Because she could have, like Nick said, just went on vacation, come back a month or two later, and then she's getting Dr. Disrespect levels of people in there after being gone for a while, and no one really gives a shit what happened before. She could have definitely played that fucking game. But she didn't. She didn't, in fairness to her. She went the right way with it.
Right, and that's what I think we should also keep in mind, for sure.
Okay, let me pull in Tommy and see.
Now, the last thing...
sorry, go ahead. Tommy, I'll pull you right back. I didn't know you had one more thing.
The last thing I want to talk about is, you know how everyone's hating like Blow Blacks just for cupping Twitter mentions and stuff that's public?
Mm-hmm. Cupping.
There's this video, it's a very infamous video, where someone cut a hole in a changing tent at the beach and filmed Leonardo DiCaprio playing on a beach when he was like a young boy.
And?
So, what point is like Leonardo DiCaprio doesn't freak out by the fact that someone filmed him while he was on the beach. I don't know why people are freaking out that he's capturing their DMs and their tweets.
I don't even. Oh, I see what you're Bobacks. I don't even. These are a list of public statements, and he can't catalog them. That is the definition of fair use. These are all public statements. They are not intellectual property unless there's some kind of artwork there. The word, repeating the word. I think you could make an argument if he was just flashing them up there or claiming them as his own. That would be plagiarism.
Sure, but even like the guy who took a picture
do you really have a copyright over 160 something letters? Does that even apply? I don't even take people like that seriously. Yeah, and look, Bobax is growing at a rate that I would have never expected him to grow at. He will probably have 1 million subs if this keeps up in a year. All right. It's only going to get worse. People are going to want to stop this because now Bobax has a shit ton of power.
It'll start with some special folders.
Yeah, well, no, not really start. It all started when he came up with this fucking idea and cornered the market with the tweets. And it was just like, remember when everybody was making and nobody's doing this shit either. Like, remember when everybody's making Reddit videos? That's a lot easier to make. Right? And the algorithm was favoring it. Well, he just did the same thing, and actually he adds to it. It's not always just tweets. That's what it started off. It's kind of grown into something else. He's basically doing those r/Reddit stuff, and just with tweets, and nobody really wants to compete with him. It seems.
I mean, I don't know. I was even mad when people were cutting stuff with hot knives. I was like, whatever, it's not for me, but they're making millions of dollars doing it, so okay, cool.
Let's see how Tommy NC's doing.
So, anyway,
Tommy NC, happy birthday, 30th birthday. How are you, sir?
I am doing good. How are you doing there, Tommy?
I'm doing pretty good. I got to be curt with you because of some things I got to cover, but what did you want to say?
I just want to say, man, I appreciate you tweeting at me, even if I didn't tag you. I do appreciate that, and I got to say something here. I got some kind of steam I want to let off. Is that okay?
I guess. Go ahead.
Oh shit! What?
I appreciate everybody that tweeted at me. The one person that I didn't get tweeted at from, you know who that was? I've been blowing up his social media all this week. You know who that is?
I know.
David Dobrik. That was the one person I wanted to get a birthday tweet from.
I don't know what to tell you, Tommy.
I know he's one of the biggest. I know he's like bigger than Jake Paul and like bigger than Logan Paul. Logan Paul and Jake Paul can all suck.
Why would you think that David Dobrik would just say happy birthday out of nowhere?
I know. I don't know him. He's one of my favorite YouTubers.
Does he follow you? Oh, okay.
Harley Mornstein, one of the best YouTubers out there, did not tweeted me, but he Instagrammed me yesterday, and it just made my
from
heart
the eating guy.
He's
a legend.
I uploaded it on my TikTok and my Instagram, and honestly, I was super drunk yesterday, and honestly, I busted into tears. Honestly, when he did that,
He's a good guy.
He said I had a big dick too.
Okay, I don't know where this is going, but I don't want to go any further. Anything else? Anything else, Tommy?
I just want to say to you, Tommy, thanks for tweeting at me. I really do appreciate that.
No problem. Absolutely no problem. Happy birthday, buddy. You take care.
Keep dropping the bombs.
I always do. Talk to you later. Bye.
Right. Yeah,
okay. Tommy and Steve, everybody, go check them out. I did. Where's Nick? He's gonna talk about Vito just had a meltdown.
Yeah, like he blocked Nick on Twitter. I saw that shit. He blocked Nick over.
Maybe I'll do that tomorrow or Sunday. I'm dying to know what happened there.
Sunday,
The only thing I got left is Pescator. Then I might take a few more calls. I'm gonna be quick with Pescator. Last night, and I'm not gonna ruin the show. Highly recommend. It's like a 5-hour stream, so you can go pick it apart. That Augie did. It looks like the walls are closing in on Pescator. People have had enough, and it's David Dobrik. Hi, Tommy NC. Sorry, I missed your tweet. Happy birthday. There you go. There you go, buddy.
There he is, Tommy.
By the way, hold on a second. Tommy, are you still there? Tommy! Hello? Tommy? Oh, that would have been great if he was still there.
That was so funny.
It was hysterical. That was great. Yeah, apparently, Vito, completely freaked the fuck out.
Yeah,
I don't know. I thought Vito was losing a couple weeks ago when he said that. So I'm going to paraphrase. So I don't like something like communism was a necessary experiment, and I'm not going to listen to any of you people right now. I'm going to mute this thread. And I was like, that's a bizarre fucking way to do things, Vito. Communism was a great experiment, and then I started thinking when wasn't it? Was it? When the 100,000th or the millionth Ukrainian died of starvation.
Yeah.
When did it become clear that this experiment was a failure? And if you're acknowledging it's a failure, then why is it necessary to bring it up now?
People tying back in the honor again?
I think what happened to Vito is he bought into all this fucking George Floyd shit, and he realized they're just because I remember he made a tweet, and I don't know if this has anything to do with Nick, and it said all we wanted was police change, or police accountability, right? Which, by the way, I'm 100% for, right? But see, what Vito doesn't know, because he doesn't know how fucked up extremists are, and he doesn't realize that the people that are doing all this crazy stuff are left-wing extremists and not just regular ass liberals or left-minded people. Everything we're seeing, from the rioting to the outrageous demands of Black Lives Matter to the flood of cancellations that came in after the riots, he thought they were separate. No, they were guaranteed to follow each other. I remember I even tweeted him and I said something to the effect of you didn't see this coming? He was like, no. Why not? If you put some fucking crazy, goofy, Nazi dude, wouldn't you expect all the things that come with Nazism? So if you start like, letting communists and Marxists lead the way, you don't expect all that comes with Marxist and communism. But I'm not sure exactly what happened, Nick. But apparently,
I sent to you the Nick's tweets. If you want to read them out,
I gotta see this
on Discord.
What the fuck happened here, dude?
Yeah, it's like mostly about Pokimane. Like Vito was talking about
he's
Pokimane
a free speech
video.
absolutist who defended a pedophile's right to speak. A pedophile does have a right to speak. Has blocked me for ratioing him on Twitter. Oh Jesus.
Yeah.
What the fuck is? Oh, sponsors are attackable, I suppose. Well, I guess they are. I don't think it's a question whether there's legality in attacking sponsors. You can attack sponsors. You can boycott. You can do all those things. Martin Luther King did it. It's just when you're doing it over Twitter beef or people's personal beliefs, it's unethical. Yeah. It's not that you can't do it.
It's like an unspoken rule on YouTube.
It's like it's a rule. It's unethical. It's unethical what Pokimane did. She didn't, she didn't like what he said. She could have said, "By the way, dude, this is misinformation, and you're responding to satire and presenting it as literal." Like literal statements, and that's kind of dishonest, dude. And that would have had much more of an impact than it would. I bet you want to put my logo on that one. I don't know if you've heard of it. So it's not. No, yeah, you can do that, and I do think there's a time to go after sponsors, not on YouTube, but let's talk like a civil rights issue or a boycott. Not somebody said mean things to me, and he blocked him.
Yeah,
this is very unfree speech-like. I think Vito's confused. He probably doesn't. I don't hate Vito or anything, but this is a meltdown.
I really appreciate your birthday wishes, man.
Oh wait, what is that? What is that? Why is Tommy? Tommy, you there?
Yeah, I was gonna say, yeah.
How the fuck did you get back in here? Whatever. Get the fuck out of here, Tommy. Okay. So what am I missing here, Nick? What happened? Nick's here.
This is either the most elaborate troll I've ever watched or the weirdest mental breakdown I've ever seen.
You think he's okay? I mean, I like Vito a lot.
I talked to Vito not like 2 days ahead of this. And we played Among Us on stream or whatever. I have no fucking idea what happened here. I have none. I'm at a loss.
This could be like something happened. A person just took it out on you. He probably apologized.
First off, maybe I think he just didn't realize that who I was initially. No. Maybe he just blocked somebody because he thought they were irrelevant or whatever, and then he went I know this guy. Fuck, wait a minute, hold on, it went back.
Well, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if he knows you're not. Your argument is fucking, legit.
He got pissed off. I could tell.
First of all, how are you framing his argument? Try to do that as honestly as possible, then, please.
His arguments, it's just, I have to bring up the tweet again and take a look at it. It was really head scratching, because he was kind of just making the argument that in my opinion, brands should be able.
He said you didn't block him. Whoa! He said you didn't block. Oh, I didn't. You fucking liar.
Yeah, he tried to say I didn't block him, even though I showed all the screenshots. Then he tried to argue that, why would he unblock me so quickly if he blocked me or whatever?
You look like an idiot.
And then they're dude, you're accusing him of photoshopping screenshots. That takes longer to do than unblocking. This makes more sense what he's saying. It doesn't compute.
Why I would never do that is never an argument. And they teach cops that's usually a sign you got your man. I would never do that. I'm such a good person. I would never do that's never. Yeah, that never washes. That's usually a red flag. I like to think that I like Vito. I do, and I like that he engages people, and he engages people both. Wackos on the left and the right, and I hope he snaps out of it. He's okay, but this is clearly a fucking stupid ass meltdown. Let's switch to, I'm going to dump on Vito. Let's switch to Pescatore real quick. So what happened last night? You guys were having this ridiculous, boring argument, in my opinion. Although I have to admit, people were really entertained by Augie's show. They loved Keemstar talking about this whole thing. I can't believe
That was an amazing show.
That's why I'm
well,
fucking.
we ran Keemstar through like every current drama topic, so we covered a lot of ground.
Oh, okay. So, all right, okay. So, no, this is good. The show was fucking amazing by everybody's standard. Augie was nice enough to even put me in, but I wasn't in the right frame of mind to even be there. I don't care about Josh that much. But
how this start? I cracked a joke saying, so people getting on Storyfire. Could you put Josh out of his misery and tell him he's not getting on? Like, yeah, because right now we were talking to Keemstar, and by the way, this is relevant to this channel. There's like a very very big issue going on right now, where a lot of the people who are trying to come over during the big migration to Storyfire aren't getting on. Yeah. And Keem kind of just turned around and went, "Look, I'm just as frustrated as you are. They don't have I think they're afraid of like fucking porn and shit getting uploaded on there." And I'm like, "But that doesn't mean guys like Tipster can't come on and stuff like that, or Scrubae." And he heard what we said, but he's kind of frustrated too. I could tell. So I don't know what that means.
Frustrated with Storyfire?
Yeah, in terms of Storyfire, that they're not accepting applications. And then, that's how the conversation started.
I can't put ads in my videos anymore. They give that back to you?
I specifically said that, and he said the same thing, that me, Boblex, Augie, you, we don't have ads, and he said that he's going to look into it because he wasn't aware.
Okay. All right.
I mentioned to him off.
So we're getting off topic. How does this, like, what I saw last night, people were finding out what a dirtbag pescator was.
Okay.
Like, the dam was breaking.
Yeah, this conversation transitioned into there because chat started asking a bunch of questions about Josh, and A-Star was in there asking a bunch of questions about Josh. And it just went, it just spiraled because I started asking some questions. I don't know. I was asking, like, how did this whole channel thing come up? So he starts explaining the history of the Josh Pescator channel, how it was initially,
it was a little Vicky channel.
Because, like, the whole thing is Keemstar wasn't able to host channels at the time. Then actually he was, because Keem was unbanned, like, 6 months earlier. And then, A-Star came in making a pitch for Josh's channel, why it should be on Storyfire, said it got 50,000 views a month. So we all went over there to take a look at Josh's channel and see how good it was. And then we found out he like unprivated 3 of the biggest Keemstar clips on the thing to make it look like it had more views.
That's
yeah, it was like Keemstar gets swatted playing Fortnite. I'm like, that's not Josh. Keemstar with Rice Gum, that's not Josh. And we put those screenshots out there.
Everything about the guy's fake. His balling YouTuber, his like everything is about this guy is fake. And
well,
I guess
we were basically talking a lot, like we were like trying to see in the chat, like we had some people who were like pro Josh, some people who were against Josh. And we were asking a bunch of questions about like, do you think this is legally correct? Which we all kind of agree that Josh legally probably owns.
Oh yeah, I bet he does. If he put it in his name and did it for Keemstar, he probably does 100%.
The general consensus was, especially when the screenshot came out, that said the top line of his current description is streamlabs.com/Keemstar clips. That's when everyone kind of just went, Jesus fuck. Like, this is really scummy. Like, you literally took somebody's channel. Like, this is like if an editor ran away with XQC's highlights channel.
Deleted my get to the point videos.
No, it's not even deleted your get to the point videos. Imagine if, like, Comrade fucking changed the name of your channel. Your channel got, like, 200,000 subs off of all your shit, and then he just changed the name of the channel and started uploading stupid shit to it. Like, do you know how respectable that is? Not very respectable.
No, not at all.
Especially, like, I mean, nobody in the community is going to look at you and go, wow, look at
that.
Well,
you know, that's kind of the whole thing. You know, when he got paid, you know, when he got paid by Chiquita Banana, he started rolling like a baller. He asked me, he made me, like, look, I did something nice for you. Could you do something nice for me? And just kind of clarify that whole thing in that video when we were fighting. Yeah, sure. And then when that's all done, then he's coming down to me. He's talking to me like he's motherfucking Keemstar. And I tell Keemstar to fuck off. Why wouldn't I tell him to fuck off? He said, you need to do this and you need to do that. And I was like, oh yeah, I'll do it. Yeah, sure. I deleted it. If I had any integrity at all, again, I would have kept it. I wouldn't have put it up in the first place. You know? He keeps calling me a fucking liar. Well, what? You can't say that what you said on Catch 33 squad was a liar because I got Dave and Clown. You can't fucking say that you didn't go to fucking Doc because you did. You can't say that that you asked for money and I freaked out because we have it on video, my actual physical reaction. You fucked up. So I was sort of overjoyed to hear that slowly, and this is the way it usually goes, because it starts here. The wheels are starting to turn, and people are figuring out the guy is a bag. Sorry, got it early. So there you go. Good.
Yeah, and that kept going. Keemstar started to get like more progressively angry. At the end of the conversation, he said, "Fuck it, I'm suing Josh."
Good.
So let's see where that goes.
That'll be funny.
But essentially, I don't know. I started asking a few more questions.
I almost said something fucking
and
awful.
then, in the back of my mind, Tommy, in the back of my mind, I remembered that I had recently gotten into a problem with Josh Pescatore.
Yes.
I recently, like about a week ago, I got into like a blowout argument with Josh Pescatore, and then I remembered that most of the people in John's server had already heard about it. And I hadn't released those messages.
Oh yeah.
So I'm wondering, how do all these people know about my private drama with Josh Pescatore? How did Bo Blacks already hear Josh Pescatore's side of the story?
Was it like when me and him got into it and he ran to all the fucking chat groups and cried how mean I was to him?
It's almost like he dumped all of your DMs in that entire chat group.
Was it a feel bad for me? Nick's a bad guy. Go cancel him, guys. Those guys are afraid of us anyway.
Where I decided to tweet out all of our DMs, because at this point it was pretty clear that everybody I knew had already heard about it, and I was basically just the only person who wasn't allowed to. So I dropped all of our DMs from that conversation, including the part where I would love to read this transcript to you. It covers all the Doc stuff, all of him basically admitting to sending Doc money and being super fucking weird the day he got into an argument with you. So then it like got into a more personal argument, and I said, "So I just think it's funny that you try to lecture anyone."
Yeah.
And he said, "Oh, haha. When you've been one of the most vocal Keemstar supporters for years when he was paying you."
He used to laugh at me when my videos were monetized, but they still weren't getting ads. He would come. I thought Keem had something to do with it. He would come in to get to the point and say, "Look, no ads," and it'd be like right away. And I'm like, "Why aren't I getting any ads? I'm green."
Yeah, this guy's been one of the most vocal Keemstar supporters for years. He's come around all of our.
He called you a liar. He said you made shit up
during the Just Destiny shit, and then he tried to tell me later on that he didn't believe that was true. He thought he was in the right or whatever.
Oh, that's nice.
He's just been like a disingenuous fuck for like the past 3 years. So I pointed out, I go, "You've been like one of the most vocal Keemstar supporters for years when he was paying you." And Josh's response was, "Right, that's how a job works." Okay, well, I haven't worked any job where I've had to like sacrifice my morals, especially when I try to be like. This dude's trying to become a news
hold on
channel.
a second. Back up, Nick. That is how a job works, but it's not how independent commentary works. You have to be, and that's what this whole fucking podcast is about here, have credibility, principle, and not lie. And he has none of that.
If you're going to just say, like, yeah, if someone pays me, I'll say a certain thing, then I don't really understand how your news channel is going to be successful. So then I said, suddenly, oh, God, now he's being mean to Josh. It's everyone else's problem. He goes, LOL, really? I mean, if you want people to see you as disingenuous, that's your prerogative.
It's too late.
He goes, cool, bro. At least I know where you stand now. Your crew sure doesn't like to act fake, and I didn't inherit anything. And then I sent him back a screenshot of the messages he sent 3 seconds earlier, and I went, really? That's how a job works, bro. LOL.
Yeah.
And I like in parentheses.
He'll say anything.
He'll
say anything. He'll do anything.
Being a news guy.
I'm going to call it. I'm going to call it.
Stories he doesn't believe in
Josh,
for 3 years.
Josh, you've been canceled. You're finished.
Like, Jesus.
Not that you ever got. And one of the reasons it was so easy, you never got off the ground to begin with. How about this, Josh? Hey, some of the ordinary gamers, maybe want to tell some of your friends before you go to the Josh Pescatore News Network. Yeah. I told you, Josh, I was going to do this. I told you.
Yeah, it's just.
I told no. I'm about to drop one. I told you that I was going to drop this if you kept it up. Could have kept your mouth fucking shut, but then instead of fucking just writing on my message, which is fine, you had to pick a fight with Nick. You know, Luxury Dark. Yeah. You know what he did? I want some ordinary gamers to know this because he knows big YouTubers that I don't. Josh recorded Luxury Dark when he was trying to explain to him a story. I was actually working with him at the time, but I didn't think I had enough evidence. It was about J Station. Josh recorded Luxury Dark, and they thought it was just a conversation, and he posted that as content unbeknownst to Luxury Dark. Now, lucky for him, Luxury Dark didn't give a shit one way or another. But when he called me on Discord, I said, yeah, I saw your thing on the Pescatore News Network. And he goes, what's that? I'm like, what are you talking about? You did a video. Oh, no, I had a conversation with the guy. Well, you were recorded. I heard the whole conversation. He's like, really? Well, I don't care. He literally just recorded it and published it. You might know Luxury Dark. He used to be, he used to do the fake Catch a Predator videos. He got a lot of trouble. Leon Lush busted him. But he a lot of the things that Jay was doing was kind of ripped off from these guys. They started a new type of, what do you call that? It's all fake, you know. He's a YouTuber to the bone, this guy. It's all like going on the dark web, buying this, buying that. And Jay took that and like went to another level. Actually, Jay took his website that he was using, like the fake website that say he was in the dark web, like the spooky website. Jay took his exact website, Luxury Dark, and that's what he was complaining about. That was coming to be the copyright. I just didn't understand the whole situation at the time, so I passed over the story. I was busy, I think, with Onision, if I'm not mistaken. And Josh took the story. Nothing wrong with that. And then he recorded him and published it. And the guy didn't know it was an interview. That's amazing. Like, Keemstar wouldn't do that. So there's another one, Josh. We could put a whole fucking thing together. How about that? How about we just put all the fucking stories together and make a big fucking montage of Josh's mega fuck-ups? How could you? He's a million sub YouTuber. And you're just recording. He's telling you the situation about Jason, and you just fucking flipped on the recorder and published it like content, not clarifying that this was content. Whoa!
It's really funny, Josh. That, like, I mean, I thought we were like fine. He hits me up after I go on my rant on Augie show, and after Tommy has his rant on this show, and he's like, "Hey, listen, no issues." And I kind of laughed that one off. I figured there would be, and then he just drops this fucking huge wall of text in my DMs one day, and just starts like going at it. He keeps saying Tommy's a house husband. Tommy's a house husband.
That wasn't gonna piss you off.
I was just like, what do you want from me, dog? Like, are you like expecting me not to just trash you? Like, you're gonna jump in my DMs and admit that you've literally been biased for like 3 years for money, and that's not gonna affect your fucking news job? Like, I'm sorry, dude. If that's the way you want to play it, I guess that's just how jobs work, bro.
Yeah, I mean, well, just look at this. If anybody came to me and started saying horrible stuff about you, I mean, remember I went off with Turkey Tom. That's actually a funny story now, but I really lost it with Turkey Tom about a year ago, I think it was. Thank God it was Wavy and fucking Willie were there, because Tom had said some really off-color bullshit stuff about you. It all got worked fucking out. So, I fucking yelled at him. I got really, really fucking pissed off. I was ready to go to war. And he starts coming at me and calling me a house husband. Like, what does he think's going to happen? Does he really think he's still he talks like a gangster, like a YouTube gangster? He's wearing some face packs. And we're supposed to, he's earned nothing. Nothing. He's earned the top spot of being a Keemstar moneymaker. You're not a content creator. You're a phony. You say a lot of things about me and fucking what my successes and my failures, and that I had the whole world by the fucking balls, and I didn't close the fucking deal. But one thing you can't take away from me, I'm a fucking YouTuber. And Josh, you're not with 200,000 subs. Amazing. There you go. I'm done. 200,000 subs. You have nothing. You can do nothing. You have no strings to pull. You have no people to go to. You can't even start a war with us. It'd be like Tonka starting a war. It doesn't do anything. You have nothing. Nothing. Zero. What you did have initially was all of us looking the other way on your past stupidity and working with you, and you helping us, and we helped you. We were your back. And then once you started feeling fucking comfortable, you started walking around like you were the Keemstar of us. No. The Pescador, PNN, the most disgusting name in fucking history, is finished. They're done. It's over. Nobody believes you. Your credibility is shot. You had plenty of times to learn. your lessons. You had plenty of times to make amends with the people that didn't like you, that could have proved your position, but you chose to. He's more obviously. It's more important than fucking looking like a gangster or looking like a YouTube hotshot than actually producing content. When's the last time he uploaded something?
They're doing live streams right now.
Amazing.
And you know what? Listen, I don't want to undermine you in any way, but I don't think Josh was ever off to the races. I don't think he would. Like,
I know. That's my point.
It's one thing to crush somebody's career who was going somewhere, but I think this guy was just the bottom feeder.
Well, you know what I'm doing right here? I know you're not undermining. I want to not only destroy. I'm absolutely sure that nobody in this chat believes that Josh Pescador ever had a bit of fucking clout to spend or clout capital or influence or anything. I'm absolutely sure of that. I'm trying to poke the fucking hole in that balloon head of his so he can fucking come back down to earth and realize that what I'm saying is true. You're not a YouTuber. You never were. Like,
I just think the guy's crazy.
I know that.
I think
You know that.
like, I don't know. He's like cuckoo.
He doesn't
for
know
Cocoa
that.
Puffs. John yesterday used the word eccentric, and it was really funny. Like, you know what?
Eccentric.
I think the part that you missed last night that was my favorite part of the stream is that while we're sitting on there, people from his news team just piled into the call like one at a time. First it was A-Star, then it was John, and we're all like, all right, Blood Sports, they want on. I want to hear what they have to say. And one by one, they didn't defend John.
Yeah.
They all talked about other shit. And I just want to say straight up, like, just because I think Josh's news channel, like just his whole news thing is full of shit and Josh is full of shit, so I don't want to support his channel. It doesn't mean I don't want to support Bill Beans, A-Star, and John Swan. I mean, John Swan uploaded a video basically saying Onision's not going
Bill
to jail.
Beans is a
That doesn't say
backstabbing
legitimate
cunt. You
journalism.
always
I don't know
do,
what he
Nick.
does.
You always do this. I'm telling you right now, that guy will fuck you. That guy's been looking to fuck me for a year and a half now. So
that guy's just some random dog on Twitter, dude. I don't really care. I mean,
I would say autistic.
Okay.
Yeah, but notice how all these random dogs don't worry about it and bite me in the fucking ass and after I warn you ahead of time.
How do you get bit by a fucking peon? I want to know. I don't even fucking DM.
Bomax was a fucking peon at one point too, you shithead. Now he's one of the most. He's a
YouTuber, dude. Bill Beans is like a news runner. How do you get bit by that guy?
I fucking talked to this guy personally. I was fucking his friend, and every time, like he didn't get what I said, or he thought there was a fucking opportunity to come down on me and fucking stand over me or jump on his soapbox, he did, and it was always like, oh. Yeah, I guess I didn't have the story
that's
right.
your problem,
He did it
Tommy.
like 5 fucking times. I just finally called him out for one.
Well, Tommy, I have a story. Not a story. I have a fucking statement for you, and it's the best thing that you'll ever hear, and I'm ready to tell it and fix your life. I know you've cured cancer on this channel.
Yes.
You've gotten guys dates that were just pathetic, garbage, bottom-feeding Josh Pescatore human beings on this channel. You've done great things.
Wonderful.
And now I'm going to tell you the #1 rule to being a YouTuber.
What's that?
Delete your Discord server. Delete your fucking Discord server. Stop talking to fans. All of them are terrible.
I can't
if
do
you
that.
have a Discord account, lock that shit down.
Yeah.
Dude, all this fucking weird
I thought he was kind of an insider,
is
though.
a waste of
yeah,
time.
I got that. Well, first of all, I can't do that.
Horrible.
I can't do that.
There's no
I have
use
to take
for any of this time.
I have to take a certain amount of risk, but I think sure I got it. I thought he was a bit of an insider though, because he did give me information. That's what happens. They give me information, I strike a relationship. This isn't just like, oh, a fan. I'm gonna be super nice to him for no fucking reason, But no, I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying, but I can't do that. I can't do that. I can't.
People are so terrible. I mean, I'm still cool.
They are. I don't know how. No, you're right.
I
I don't know how many people that thought were big fans and became friends and stuff like that were just looking to fuck me.
Tommy,
and they'll play the long game.
Tommy, what story that started with I just DM'd this fan has ever ended on a positive note? Have you ever heard a positive story that starts with, so I was in my Discord yesterday? No, never. These are 2 sentences that never have a positive ending, Tommy. Just remove them from your vocabulary.
Yes, sir.
So close DMs?
Josh Pescador said...
Josh Pescatore is a Discord moderator that got control of a YouTube channel.
All right,
I'm fucking sure of it. He's a certified Discord moderator. That's all he'll ever be.
I would love to see Josh Pescitor succeed and
in any environment.
Dude, Ricochet got,
I would
he's like if
love-
Ricochet got control of a 100K channel. This is exactly how I see that going, dude. This is exactly how I see it go. A crazy Discord mod got a fucking YouTube channel and tried to ball with everybody else, bro. You're not a YouTuber, dog. You'll never be a YouTuber. I don't know.
Holy shit!
I mean,
the official
apparently
Kevin
you
Blanco
can succeed in
has
killing
more on the
terrorists.
ball.
Hold on, hold on.
Rough.
What? Let me hold up.
The official Kevin Blanco.
Yeah, he's fucking in the chat. He's more of a YouTuber than fucking ever Josh Pescitor ever can open it.
Yeah, he is.
We haven't done it. We haven't done an official Kevin Blanco joke in like fucking 2 years.
Yeah.
Well, that's another thing too. And if I 100% listen to you, I would never gotten to talk to official Kevin Blanco. And I like coming here when I can't sleep at night in Blanco's and fucking Vegas server and stuff. I like spending time with those guys. But I guess I have to let you all
Kevin's
vet them.
cool.
I love
Kevin
Blanco.
and Hex. Those are cool guys.
I wish
Everyone
Kevin.
else is
I don't get to
bad.
talk. Yeah, Hex always gets quiet around me, but I like him a lot too. Yeah, anybody that's in your guys' circle, I
Hex
really
a good
like.
guy, man. I've known the guy for a while.
I even like Aiden. I know Aiden drives you berserk, but I generally like
Aiden
the
is
kid.
just god. Aiden's a YouTuber though. We're stuck with him.
Oh, I like Aiden too. I like Aiden a lot. Yeah, official Kevin Blanco, way over Josh Pescitor. All right, just reminding you, this is.
By the way, I just want everyone to remember his fucking Discord icon was green last night. He was able to find fucking archive screenshots and bring them on stream,
but he couldn't
show up there because he said he was busy. Yeah, fuck you.
Yeah,
What a bitch.
All right.
I
Hey
think
everybody.
with boulders-
Oh fuck! I hit the wrong button. God damn it! Fuck. All right. I got a stream coming up after this. Right after this, it's a member stream. If you are a member, you can go in the community tab on the front page. And I'll see you in about 5 or 10 minutes. Hope you enjoyed it. See you sometime.
This is the almighty infinite, independent excellence. Devil fighting, rebel titan, weed smoking alchemist. Fake identities, okay, you cool with Jason Bourne. Running with these Wolverines, okay, you about to catch a storm. I ain't never been a liar, got tired of niggas playing me. Head in my legs like she about to catch a pedigree. Chi-town, the king's home, slapping fives, black stones, 6 mile to danger zones, bullets look like waffle cones. Folk affiliated to evolution of Machiavelli. Don't make me read them eagles to you like I'm Chip Kelly. They feel my struggle, I express it through my hip hop. I'm about to make it hard to breathe. Here's a headline.
Hey, Real Talk's got new music coming out in September. Stay tuned for more announcements.